Did double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9. On play action, here's Tua. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man, it's Berrios complete. And they do get him down, but but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line. Hey,
Tua going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Mostert is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll run with Mostert. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that, because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. They've got his man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 35 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's spot it right in midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Yellow.
Here's Pacheco heading right.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Attack!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Toss right side to Pacheco. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Yellow.
2nd down and 6 now.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Justin Watson, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. They go to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Tua. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
You still hold your breath the way there's a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a 2nd and 2. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, Riblet.
Now here's Mahomes. Under pressure, they got him again. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
G7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This ball deep for Tony. And he's got it inside the 10. All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 58 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this third quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the 34-yard line.
On second down, Mostert. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Tua now on first down. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Solo left Zion.
On second down, Tua. Mostert bringing in the quick throw. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 2.
Second down. Here's Mostert again. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. First and goal, Miami.
Hey, come on, two. Come on, two. Come on, two.
Here's Mostert. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
He'll get this to about the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. We're back now in KC. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Pacheco. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And it's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 more on that one, and
seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff now for Pacheco. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. A give right side for Pacheco. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And going deep for Hill. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. Now they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
A lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Now they'll bring Tony in motion left. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
15. Hey, 43, 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Oh, that one well designed as they'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay there.
And not in any rush offensively.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they'll run with Pacheco. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Attack, attack. Hey, 43, 43, 15.
This is Pacheco. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now a run with Pacheco. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to get the lead up to 4. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.
Stop, here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Champs, gotta go, we don't move it scary.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You out of love. Maybach, lay back, matte black. Just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she? Let's speak on my name when you ain't me. Why they talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it's time. Better believe he gon' pick it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about the that you do? Why you always rapping about the that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's stuck like that. If it's up like that, it's stuck like that.
Sometimes my feelings are blind. Sometimes I can't even give it a try.
Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry.
There you go. No, they go think I don't wanna know. She keep looking at me like she feeling me. Girl, the way you be moving, the stuff you be doing, you tripping out and it's killing me.
Man, I swear to God, you be tripping. I can't even do it. My girl, I'm Tiffany. Damn, and she tryna cut me off. No, she cannot do it. No, she cannot listen to me. Mark your spot, that boy get on. Send him the car. He finna get blessed on. I get the pay. I'm talking about Benjamin Franklin. Not talking about the one that you sketch on.
He play dumb, get his gone. He a crib, but he loving on red bone. Now I'm hard to reach. I'm about my cheese and move around with two phones.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive, that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3-and-out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
Tua to throw again. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 2. Now Tua. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. Open man is Waddle, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
At the 24-yard line.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Now they try with Pacheco, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray from 21 yards away. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
25 yards on the play. And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Tua now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
First carry for Raheem Mostert, and he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Miami
On
Dolphins.
1st and 10, it's Mostert. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for KC. 42 yards.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Dolphins nothing.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is incomplete.
Intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. They'll run here with Pacheco. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Toss right side to Pacheco. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Butker's kick here is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Tua going to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Tua going to try and go quickly here.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Flush to his right. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Chiefs 10, Dolphins 6. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, it's Washington. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. They go play fake. Mahomes. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Chiefs.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here again is McKinnon. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not be returned, so the 2nd half begins with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try for the first with Pacheco, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Running left to give to Pacheco. He'll get this down to the 38.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his running back out of the backfield, and he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
A run by Pacheco on second down.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Mahomes. His throw caught at about the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Motion man is Barrios.
21G, 21G.
On second down, Tua. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. 22 yards there, a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Pacheco gets it up the gut,
and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
At the 14-yard line.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get...
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense. So the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Here's Pacheco.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. He's got a man, complete. Down to the 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 76 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. That's caught at the 2. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Mahomes going to throw it here. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Now Tua. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Mahomes to throw on second down. That's complete to Tony. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
And the first down, Chiefs.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man downfield, that's Tony. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 42 yards. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your...
In London, stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't going like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream.